you still have to put in some kind of effort. There's no like, I just sat under a tree and a house automatically built itself around me and I became a billionaire with gold taps in my bathroom and to strip at somebody's, do some topless dance. Yeah, so at some point I realized that I had a voice and a story to share and something unique in terms of my journey. And just like other people have engineering skills, coding skills, you're great at sewing, maybe being a lawyer, you have a business, a family business you were born into, you started a business because you're a genius and the rest of us are not, and so on. And then I just realized that I had to share that, and so I just started sharing that and just started teaching people the different things I knew because of the voice that I had. And I don't just mean the quality of my speaking voice, which obviously can be trained if you're singing and so on, but I meant more like an ability to speak and share and actually care for the person you're speaking to and care for the subject matter so other humans understand it. It's really a calling and a mission. And so it's all work. It's not like, hey, because you're a speaker, you're more fancy. There's, it's all work. Even if, like Stephen Bartlett says on his podcast, Diary of a CEO, even if you are, doing the money game thing. He said a lot of rich people he knows do the money game thing. Even a money game is still a game. You're shuffling money around legally, hopefully. It's still a game because you still have to think, right? You still have to put in some kind of effort. There's no like, I just sat under a tree and a house automatically built itself around me and I became a billionaire with gold taps in my bathroom. Maybe it exists, maybe, but in my experience it does not. And so I just realized that I had a voice and I had to share that, some subject matter or the other through that voice. Of course, eventually I could share about teaching through the voice, like train the trainer kind of programs, which is actually what I'm doing now. I'm actually telling you how to be like a YouTuber and how to, or a video person, or even just step up in your corporate company and speak about something, or speak about something on social media, or speak about something in your family, bring to light important issues, where they matter, like start a podcast, whatever. It's so simple nowadays. You can start a podcast, an anonymous podcast which does not have your name, literally just speak into a mic. Nobody even knows it's you. Nobody cares about your voice because to them you're just another stranger on the internet. So you don't have to be conscious about that. There's a million ways you can start like sharing your story, especially if you have something unique and something, even if it's not unique, even if you're interested in it, there could be other people who are interested in it and they might want to hear it. So yeah, just do that. I don't know honestly why I'm making this video. Well, I think I know why. It's because I'm very spiritually tuned and I get these intuitions, and it's taken some time to build up to this level of magic on a daily basis, where I write and speak about topics that come to me to serve the collective consciousness. And if I'm going to wait for the desk to be perfect and the microphone to be perfect and everything to be perfect, these messages are never going to get out there. So if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see a bit of a transition from where it was pretty sloppy at the start, pretty casual. I actually called a series Casual Vlogs. I'm going to leave that there on my channel for people to watch. I'll try and link that above. And then the production got better and everything got better. And once I know how to make the production slightly better, we also reach a point where you go like, okay, now, because my gift is sharing, I'm sharing all day. I'm not only sharing when I'm sitting at my desk and the lighting's perfect and the YouTube video, the quality's perfect, the microphone's perfect. It's not going to work like that. At least for my style of what I'm doing, it's not going to work like that. And the proof for that, about how it can work throughout the day and be organic, the proof of how it can be organic is that your clients, whatever your business is, actually reach you at random times of the day, don't they? Does the whole universe line up to your schedule? Not really. So from where I'm seeing, that's actually proof that you're needed as often as you can serve. And so, So that's why I decided to just switch this on in the car. It's not even my car, it's a rental. And just deliver this message now. And later I'll be cleaning up this audio to see how best I can clean it up, because it's only one track. Everybody else doesn't know what I'm talking about. Music producers and musicians understand what I'm saying. It's just one stereo track. I don't have the multi-track for this. So, just clean it up as best as I can, adjust the lighting as best as I can, and just put it up on YouTube, and that's it. So this is what I want to urge everyone to do, which is to find the thing. Of course, this has gone into the direction of voice and speaking for quite a bit, but I want to urge you to find the thing that you gravitate to, or that you can help people with, that doesn't feel bad, because there are obviously some things that you might not like. Like, for example, I exercise quite a bit, as often as I can. I'm also a certified personal trainer. But honestly, that was just a 2-day course. But I learned everything that I've learned about training in the field, coming up in Singapore through sports. At first, I was the water boy because I sucked pretty bad. Because elementary school before that, my parents never let me join any sports. They said I had to study. So I joined like a uniform group, the Scouts. So it was pretty bad. So when I finally started in sports in secondary school, I was the water boy. Then I was like, why the hell am I the water boy? Let's fix this shit. So I started exercising. And well, one of the things, my point is, one of the things I could help people with, I've been approached before to be a stripper. Not like a stripper like as a job, because I don't think those things exist in Singapore, but more like to strip at somebody's, not even fully strip, but just like do some topless dance to make this girl's boyfriend jealous or something. There was some client request from actually a platform that was more like a hobby platform, where you share your hobbies with people, and she reaches out to me and like, oh, we know you have a great body, can you blah 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 blah. This is when I was acting on primetime TV and so on, and I was like, well, I would have if it was just a party where everyone's enjoying themselves, but that kind of disagrees with me, because I have a girlfriend and I have a wife and I'm a man, and I know how shitty that would probably make the man feel if they were anything like me. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, and so I refused that gig. So my point is, not just in the way you can help people, but in the way you can help people and you enjoy helping people, then that would be something cool. Like once in a while, I enjoy speaking, like now. I don't want to do this all day. It gets very, very, very tiring and even a little boring. And I tend to be a person with a low attention span for things I don't like. So maybe you have a high attention span for things you don't like. I don't know, but I don't. So I would rather we just all do what we can do, what we like to do, how we can serve other people. Let our gifts be expressed that way. And that's all for today's message. So I really want to urge you to find your gift, whatever that is, that people can resonate with, and share that with the world. All right, take it easy, my friends. I have to rush for a meeting with an astrologer. I'm adding to my spiritual arsenal by learning some astrology to tie into my Reiki healing and other services that I offer. Take it easy, and bye-bye.